Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Deepa and this is Divine Tarot. So I was just chilling in my balcony and I thought, why not shoot in the balcony? I've never done that. Yeah, for my YouTube channel, yeah, my Divine Tarot channel. So just wash my hair, yeah. And I thought, okay, fine, let me, but while it's air drying, let me just come here, shoot a video for you guys. Yeah, so I kept my setup this side towards the wall because when I'm sitting here, the light is hitting on my face because this side is west, so sun is setting. It's almost going to be 5, so I'm just praying that I wrap up everything within like just the next 1 hour and I quickly shoot. Yes, so what's going on, everybody? Yeah, so in today's video I'm gonna talk about a topic, yeah, that is like, I think if you're learning astrology, you need to know that today I just skipped on my foundation. Like, I didn't apply any foundation, yeah, right. I just I did the normal makeup and like I didn't feel like applying foundation today. Yeah, so I'm gonna talk about full moon and how is it connected to me being a psychic. And if you also want to learn astrology, it's very important this. Yeah, so right, so I'm going to talk about full moon. Okay, so in tarot, the full moon is represented by the card the moon and the high priestess. Yeah, so both of them represent that. And generally when you get that tarot card, you say that that person is intuitive, obviously, right, because it represents water. And I even consider Three of Cups sometime very intuitive. Three of Cups is generally like a friend card, but no, I have self discovered that even when you get Three of Cups, it represents that somebody with high intuitive capabilities. Yeah, right. And I also consider Ace of Cups. So the water family generally, because moon represents water. So right. So I'm going to talk about a one conjunction. I think it's very important I put it out if you're learning astrology, right? So I try to give examples from my own chart so that it is conveyed and you understand, right? So the one thing in my chart, yeah, so if you see in my description I mentioned, right? So I want to talk about this. Okay, so in Gemini ascendant, that your second house lord. So moon is very important in Gemini ascendant because that's your finance lord. Yeah, and it also is your family house lord and all of that. Yeah, second house generally represents that. Yeah, so in Gemini ascendant, yeah, so everybody asks me how is my intuition, yeah, to the point and all of that. Yeah, so I'm gonna give you guys the astrological aspect. Yeah, since I do both. Yeah, so it's important to know where is your moon, your second house lord, because your mouth, it also represents second house. Like what you speak turns out to be true, that kind of thing. Yeah, right. So second house lord, my moon is in Rohini nakshatra. That is in like around 13 degrees. It's at 13 degrees in Taurus. It's exalted and in Rohini nakshatra, right? And at 19 degrees, I have Mars retrograde. Yeah, in Rohini. Okay. So if you want to know Charan, it is in second Charan and this is in third Charan. And in second house, I have Jupiter exalted in Cancer with Ketu. Okay, so this is the intuitive. Why intuitive? Because always remember that when your ascendant lord is having this side planets, it's surrounded, when your ascendant is surrounded by left and right planets, the ascendant becomes very powerful, right? So that's why I have a very strong personality. So you decode like that. Yeah, if you do not have planets in ascendant, you have to see like beside. So second house lord is also known as Markesh in in astrology. So it represents like when you exit, the world. So you see your second house lord and your eighth house lord, right? So in my chart, because moon and Mars are together and the house owner, like the second house lord, the second house of Cancer has Jupiter exalted. All are water planets here, remember that. Yeah, right, everything is water, right? So that is why whenever a full moon comes, it affects me. And yeah, and it was very important I make this video, right? So everything has pro and everything has con, so it affects me. And I have my period cycle during full moon, and every full moon I'm increasing my powers. Yeah, so right, so when I was learning astrology, my dad taught me this. Yeah, and I've personally really experienced since a kid, whenever a full moon, a cycle is happening. Yeah, right. So every full moon cycle, like the 27 days, yeah, right? And sometimes 30 days, 27 to 30 days, the cycle, right? Yeah, so it's always during that time. It affects me because I have so many planets in water, remember that, yeah, and I'm a water sign myself. So, so, right, so this decodes astrologically that I died on a full moon my past life, and I'm also going to leave the earth this life on a full moon. So yeah, so this is the decoding when your Markesh Lord. So astrologically, where is your Markesh Lord, right? And with who it is sitting. So because it is so much water, right? So mine is a peculiar chart. So I'm just explaining my chart, yeah. So right, because it is sitting with Mars, remember that it is sudden, yeah, it is sudden. And you know since my childhood, my dad knew this, okay, right? And he always told my mom, whenever it is full moon, for example, I go out with my friends, or I have anything like, my dad calls me, where is Deepa, where is Deepa, yeah, my dad and all used to call, yeah. So for me, every full moon is like hibernation. I'm hibernating, yeah, I'm increasing my powers, yeah. So I know this. So when you know astrology, it kind of like everything makes sense. So right, so my mom always, like, when it's full moon, like, she calls me, where are you, what are you doing, you stay at home and all this, because my relatives know, my friends know that you have to take care of Deepa during full moon, yeah. So yeah, so right, so my mom is like, where is Deepa, and when I don't answer my call, my mom calls my maid and all of that, and she's like, you should not do anything, like, don't argue with Deepa today, like, full moon, like, I'm not supposed to be touched on a full moon. Like, why you need to open my chart? Firstly, because I'm psychic and I'm increasing my powers, and second is because of that moon and Mars conjunction, right? So I have 13 degrees moon and 19 degrees Mars. So that is one of the most peculiar combinations in astrology. Yes, right. So which is fixed. My dad fixed it. So everything I believe has a pro and a con. Yeah. So the pro is, if it is giving me psychic capabilities. The con is, it is making me over emotional, and it has something to do with my sudden death. Yeah, so I think, when you know astrology, all this you already know. So it shouldn't shock you, because astrology, right? If you are learning astrology, remember that astrology, you need to, like, you have to take it, yeah. It's like very a sour pill, yeah, you have to take it. So right, so every, like, my family members and my mom and everybody are like, it is full moon, it is full moon. My mom checks the calendar and all, and they start taking care of me, yeah. So my best friends also know, my sister and all, and my sisters, my in Telugu you call your jijaji your bava, right? So my bava checks, where is Deepa, is everything okay, they keep texting me, like, the full moon craze, yeah. So I feel that, see, even if you do not have all this, every psychic, if you want to increase your psychic capabilities, full moon has a very huge role. Remember that it plays like the tarot, in your tarot card, the moon, yeah. So it is like that card. So, and full moon has a lot of power. So if you want to increase your like, you want to do your aura cleansing, you want to increase your chakras, you want to activate them and all of that, full moon is the best, yeah. And in a year you only get 12 times, so you're right. And if your full moon has Rohini, yeah, oh my god, my mom checks all of that, and because my dad is like, trained them that you have to take care of this girl during full moon. So yeah, so astrologically it is that, because of my moon and Mars in Rohini and Jupiter, yeah, Jupiter and Ketu, it is too much of water, like, I'll tell you astrologically how it means. So your first house lord, right? So this side and this side, your 12th house and your second house, you have put 1,000 liters of water each side, right? So it is like that. Yeah, so if it's giving the psychic capabilities, it also has a con. And I believe that, yeah, I know that I'm gonna leave this earth on a full moon. I know this, yeah. So right, so when you know astrology, you have to always see your second house lord Markesh and where it is sitting, right? So that is the astrological aspect of why it affects me, full moon. I'm not supposed to be touched. Yes, so right. And my mom is like, did you tell this guy that how you should not touch you on a full moon? Then I'm like, in my entire journey, my twin has touched me on a full moon. Either he'll block me, either he'll fight with me, either what he ensures that he touches me on the full moon, and I feel that in this journey, maybe, but what can I work on something that already is in my birth chart? Yeah. So right, so my mom is like, you have to tell him, and my best friends and all are like, you have to tell him that he shouldn't touch you on a full moon. And I'm like, okay, fine, if he watches this video, maybe I'll understand. Yeah. So right, and all of them, once I come out of the full moon, oh my god, my psychic powers are more boom. Yeah. So it's a process. I do my regular meditations. Yeah. Right. So it's a work in progress, and I feel that nobody can delay. Nobody can delay destiny. What is meant to happen is needs to happen. So if my twin, yeah, after he marries me, he has to take care of me on a full moon. Full moon, very surely. Like, yeah, my mom always like, she will call him like instantly and tell it's a full moon. You do not touch her. So yeah, guys, that was your astrological aspect of how. Yeah, so check where is your second house lord, and let me know in the comments where is your second house lord. It's known as Markesh. So we also see your eighth house lord, right? So if your eighth house lord for a Gemini ascendant is Saturn, right? So Saturn, remember that Saturn is a planet of longevity, right? So it's very important for Gemini ascendant you see your moon, because for Gemini ascendant, your Mercury and moon are enemies. So there your Markesh is very powerful. Moon is more powerful than a Saturn, because Saturn is the friend of Mercury, right? So right, so astrologically that's the reason. So check your Markesh, where is it? Yeah, let me know if you're Gemini ascendant. Yeah, guys, so that was your video.